Alrighty, folks, we did it again. Um, we managed to record without sound, so we're going to do another voiceover here. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I always feel like craps. I hope you do too. In the future, we have to remember to turn the wireless mic on because it's wonderful and it works just great, assuming that we remember to turn it on. And apparently, that was not done in this case, but this is too good a roll to send it to the graveyard of forgotten favorites. So $1,391. I will 1,007. Excuse me, $1,391 in our bankroll now. We were a little behind after three sessions, so we're going to try to do the Skunky Express again. Great strategy from Skunky Sweat at his YouTube channel. I believe he also has a Rumble channel as well. So check him out. Some good stuff on his channel. Very informative. We're going to play the Skunky Express. Great strategy, involves the 6 and 8, as well as the don't pass, don't come in the come bets. So we're going to get started without further ado. Once we rearrange the rack with some green chips, 25 on the don't pass, 10 shooters on the right-hand side of the board as the person who's watching it appears. And that's a 415 to get us started. The FIVA point is 5. We're going to get started now. And we're going to do 25 in the come and 30 on the 6 and 8 for place bets. He plays this normally at $30 everything. I seem to have better luck when I just do the green chips and the come and the don't pass. And we'll leave the place bets up and sacrifice the cap money. There is a craps 12. The craps 12, that's going to kill the come bet, and we'll have to restock it. Rolling craps numbers when we're in the come. It's the story of our professional craps career here at Feel Like Craps. And there's another one. 6, 6, 12. The craps 12. The boxcars will take away our come bet again, and we'll go back in, trying to get that come point established here in the come box. And there's a 7 out. two horns and a 7. That's a 5-2. You're all through. We'll lose the cap money. The rest will cancel. So had we done the 30 on the don't pass and the come, we would have kept the $10. So it is what it is. Sometimes you got to make that sacrifice to the dice gods. Dice are out. Here we go. Next shooter has rolled a 9 on his come out roll. The new point will be a 9. 5, 4, 9. And we'll try it again. Try to get up and running here. Back on the 6 and 8 for 30 and the come for 25. The don't pass is on the 9. And here we go. Dice are out. And once it gets in there, we'll see what it is. It's a 10. 4, 6, 10. The come bet travels up. We'll restock the come box, and here we go. Dice are out. And craps, too, of course. A craps number, and we're in the come. Oh, well, can't win them all. Would have been nice to be in the don't come on that for sure. And a 7. 4, 3, 7. So we get to lose some more cap money, and on top of the 25 that we lost in the come, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta give a little to get a little, you know. In the don't pass now for the new come out, we're down 2 shooters, 8 shooters to go, and the dice are out. It is a 3. Craps. 1, 2, 3. That's going to win 25 on the don't pass. Funny thing now we can do is go back, and now it's going to be clear if we made any mistakes. So 5, 1, 6, a mixer for the new point. Easy 6. We're on the 6 for the point, and let's get set back up. We're going to have to get some red chips. There we go. 5 red chips for 1 green, and we'll get our top hats on the 6 and 8. And we'll get ready to go. Purely random rolls here on these dice. So dice are out. Here we go. 3, 5, 8. An easy 8. That's going to be good for 35. The come bet will travel up. $35 winner on the place bet. We'll bring the red chips back and go in the the winnings and go back in the come for the next roll. Dice are out. And it's a 9. Nina. 6-3. Nina. Niner. Wine and diner. We got 2 points on the come now. And we're going to do... We're thinking about 60 in the DC, but we decided to keep it at 50. So, thinking about it, and the ultimate decision was to leave it at $50. When Skunky plays it, he, of course, has the $60 in the DC. But that's a hard 8, so our come bet's going to win. Bert and Ernie, the square pair, going to give us 25 bucks. We'll keep that bet in the come and continue on. Dice are out, and it is a 6, the easy way. So we'll get some nice reimbursement on that. The place bet's going to win. And again, when it's played, sometimes Skunky will go on the hard 6 if we have the 6 for the point. I prefer the place bet because it is a sure bet. No matter what 6 I roll, I'm going to come out on top. And if I lose the don't pass, which I did, $25, I'm going to end up with 35 back. So for me, that works. I mean, I realize a hard 6 would pay me more, but I got to roll it. And that's the issue. 6-3-9, Nina. And that's going to be a winner in the come. So we're going to bring it down, pay it, and onward and upward. And again, no sound on this video, so this is purely a voiceover. I apologize for that. You're not able to hear the dice smack and the commentary, but hey, that's a 5-3-8. Now we're going to go in the DC. We got the 6 and the 8 on the come, 50 in the DC, and here we go. And it's a 6. We're going to take home 25 bucks. That come bet's going to come down and get paid. The DC will go behind. $25 reimbursement. Back to the rack jack, as Waylon from Waylon's Way Craps would say. And our next shot's a 4, the easy way. 1-3-4. The old ace trade easy way. The come bet's going to travel inside the 4, and we're all set. Our entire setup is ready to go. Dice are out. 6-1-7, all set up, and we 7 out. It is what it is. Everything the DC is going to cover our 2 come bets, and we're going to end up with $25 on the don't. So it's a lovely thing. We actually came out of that roll a little bit ahead. And we got to move a shooter off. There we go. That's one more shooter down. Puck is off. We're on the don't for the come out. Dice are out. And we're back on rolling the 4. Ace trade easy way. That one's going to be a 4. The point will be 4. And let's get set up. 25 in the come. 30 on the 6 and 8. And the dice are in the hands of the shooter. It is a 9. Nina Niner, Wine and Diner. Take that come bet and make it travel inside the 9. And here we go. Back in the come for one more roll. $25 coming. And that's a 9. It's going to be an off and on winner. $25. Continuing on. Dice are out, and it is a yo 11. 6-5 yo, that will win. The come box and the 11 love each other. That's the wrong chip, Joe. We've got to get a green chip. There we go. Dice are out. It is a 5. 1-4-5. The come bet's going to travel to the 5, and we have to go in the DC now for the next part of the strategy. $50 DC bet. And here we go. Let's see if we can make it happen. 3-2-5 will win in the come. And we'll get a no 5 now for our DC going behind the 5. Dice are out. Next roll is a 9. Rolling 5s and 9s here. Off and on winner, $25. Our setup is ready. Dice are out. 4-2-6. That's the old 2x4. We'll lay some lumber. $35 winner. We can keep the place bets on the 6 and 8 as long as we don't have a come bet going to them. No double parking allowed at Joe Casino. Double parking being having a come bet and a place bet both on a number. Dice are out. Here they come. 5-3-8. Hey, there's the other inside number. That one's good for $35, and we're going to leave the place bet up because nothing is on the 8. So if we're going to roll the 8, we may as well get some money on it. Dice are out. Here they come. It's a 6 the hard way. That's the national average. Pair of trays, good for $25. Bring it on. And now we're going to put the place bet back up on the 6 because there's nothing on the 6. That's a craps. That's traps. The snake eyes are going to cost us in the come. So $25 contribution to the dice gods. Dice are out. And 6 the easy way. 5-1 mixer. That's going to travel up to the come. They're going to travel inside the 6. We'll get $35 and a runaway red chip. I'm going to go fetch it. Such an interesting strategy. It covers its bases very, very well. So there we go. We got our 35 in. We got our 2 come bets and our 1 DC, and we're off to the races. 6-5 yo, thankfully. That did not happen when we were in the DC. We'll re-roll. Dice are out. 5-4-9. Pay that come bet. And of course, that die is going to stick right in the corner. There we go. 5-4-9. We're going to get $25 for the come bet. Stick it right back in the rack and continue on our merry way. Dice are out. 5-6 yo. Pay that come box bet. There we go. $25 for the good guys. Dice are out. Next roll's upon us, and it's an 8 the easy way. That's going to be good for a $35 winner. The come bet's going to travel up. The place bet will take the next couple rolls off until we either hit the 8 or 7 out. We're all set. Dice are out. Hard 6, good for $25. We're back on that hard 6. And we'll keep the 25 in the come for the next roll. And it's nothing on the 6, so we're going to put $30 place bet on the 6 just to even it out. That's just ingenious. And a 5-2-7, that's not what we really wanted, but it is what it is. The DC is going to come down. We'll lose the cap on the 6. Get paid $50 for the DC, $25 for the come, and $25 for the don't. A nice infusion of green chips back to the rack. Always a good thing. 25 on the don't pass. Next shooter is removed, and we got 6 to go. Dice are out, and it's a yo 11. That'll cost us $25. We shall have to restock the don't pass bet. There we go. Dice are out. We're ready. Our shooter's looking for a point. Can't tell what that is. Stand by 4-3-7. So that's a frontline winner. Backline Skinner. We're going to end up getting killed on that one. Dice are out. Here we go. 6-6-12. Craps. That one's going to push the DC to the next roll. Dice are out. And 3 craps. That's a winner. 2-1-3. Going to spit us out a $25 return. We'll win back that 7. And we'll push again. That's the boxcars pushing along to the next roll. Dice are out. Here we go. 4-1-5. We have a point. New point cycle begins. 4-1-5. The 5 is marked, and now we're going to get started with our come bet and the 2 place bets. 25 for the come. There we go, not the field. The field's getting this roll off. Dice are out. Can't see that other number. Hold standby scorers. That was a 4-3-7, so 0.7 out. We'll lose the cap money and get reimbursed everything else to cancel. So that's pretty nice. We got to take a shooter off the count. And we're not going to, apparently. 2 craps. That's a winner on the don't pass. So we actually might have done 11 shooters in this video. We're not taking that extra chip off the shooter count there. Maybe because that was a point. It wasn't a points. It wasn't a 7 on a come out. So 336. Sometimes we get caught up, folks. It is what it is. Here we go. 6-8 and come. Simple strategy. Fair amount to keep track of, but it's not impossible. 2-4-6. That's an easy 6. And that point hit. We'll lose the don't pass. The come bet needs to travel up. We'll get 35 back, so successful hedge. And you see that that easy 6 would have cost me on the hard 6 if I was on the hard 6. I'd have lost 10 bucks. But now we got a certain amount coming back no matter what version of a 6 I roll. And there's the hard 6, a roll late. 336. The national average comes through. It would have cost me before. $25 back in the come. And now we're going to get started back upstairs with the 6 and 8 on the place bets. And that's a 10 the hard way. A puppy pause. The come bet will travel up and we'll put 25 back in the box. $25 coming on the next roll. Dice are out. And we got to wait. Stand by, everybody. 6-2-8. Easy 8. Good for $35. And that's going to travel inside the 8. We got to do 50 in the DC now that we got the two points from the come box established. Dice are out. Here we go. And we got to wait again. That looks like a craps. That is. Craps 2. That's good for 50 in the DC. There we go. Take that one right back to the rack and run away. Dice are out. 4-2-6. That's a point hit. Easy 6. It's going to cost us on the don't pass. The DC is going to travel behind. We'll get 35 for the place bet and successfully hedge the don't. Back 25 on the don't for the next come out. Successful point hit there. Dice are out. Here we go. 6-1 on the come out. That's interesting. That's going to cost us the don't. But those two bets right there are going to come down. The two come bets that resolved are going to come and pay the DC for the 50. So we mitigated some losses there. Definitely. That's a good thing. We got 500 there. Look at that. 500 smackers on the green chips. We're going to get 5 black chips for that one. Give us some room in the rack because we got to get the other green chips their own home. We're all set. 25 on the don't. And here we go. Dice are out. Looking for a new point. And it is a 10. Easy 10. 6-4-10. It's Big Ben, our best friend, number 10. Come bets and place bets all get set up. And we're ready to go. The dice are out. Looking for our next roll. And it is the national average. It's the hard 6. That one's going to travel. That one's going to get paid. We're going to get $35 paid. Back to the rack, and now we're going to go back. We're going to go in the come now for 25 again, looking for our second point. That's better. No DC yet. We gotta get 2 points from the come box established. Dice are out, and there's a second one. It's a 4. Ace trade, easy way. I think it's going to travel up and behind the 4. And here we go. 50 in the DC, and now we pray. Dice are out. Here we go. 3-1-4, so that'll travel up. Back-to-back 4s. DC travels behind. Come bet comes down and gets paid. And we're onward and upward. Dice are out. Can't tell what that number is. That might be a 10. Yep, 6-4-10. Point hit. We're going to lose the don't. The come bet's going to travel up. And we got our whole setup set up. so to speak. The place bet's going to take the come out roll off. We never work place bets on the come out. We're just going to let everything on the board simmer and wait for the decision. Here we go. Dice are out. 3 craps. That's a winner on the don't. 1, 2, 3. If you're on the don't, that's for me. There we go. Dice are out. We're continuing on, looking for another hit. That's a 7, so we're going to give the win right back to the casino. As we typically do. And again, the don't, that's going to send the DC into the win column. We got to remove that 6. There we go. That's better. All right, everything came down. The DC helped us out there a little bit on that 7. We got a 1, 5, 6 for the new point. Point is 6, the easy way. And now we're going to get started. Once again, we're going to do a roll 'em out on this strategy. We're going to go 5 days with it next week. Because I'll tell you, it's only lost for me maybe once. 6, 5, yo, 11, winner in the come. Other times it's either broken even or we've come out way on top. So dice are out. 4, 3, 7. That was quick. Let's see if we remember to take the shooter off this time. There's a loss of the cap money, but it is what it is. There goes a shooter. We're halfway, and we should be at 4 shooters now. We're technically 1 shooter over, so sometimes it's easy to get caught up in this. 5, 5, 10. It's the hard 10. We're going to move the puck to the 10. And we're going to get set up. Here we go. Ooh, too many there. That's better. 6 and 8 get 30 each. The come and the don't pass get 25. And that's a 10, so we're going to buckshot the point. Lose the don't pass. The come will travel up. And we got to go back on the don't pass for the come out roll. The place bets take the roll off. And here they come. That is a 4 the hard way. 2, 2, 4, the ballerina. Our point's a 4, and here we go. Let's get set back up. We'll try it again. And actually, very ingenious strategy. If we 7 out now, we only lose cap money. Speaking of 7ing out, 5, 2, 7. The $10 goes away on that 0.7 out, but we cover and the come bet, of course, the 10. The bet that traveled inside the 10 is going to go away. But other than that, we're pretty safely hedged. So only lost $25 on that whole deal. And we're down to 4 shooters. Dice are out. It's a 6, the easy way. 2, 4, 6. Back up we go. Dice are out, and we're looking for some rolls. Rolled out of the camera shot there. That's 3, 1, easy 4. That's going to travel inside. We'll put 25 back in the come and continue on. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. Sister number to our previous roll. Easy 10. We got 2 great points for the come. 4 and 10. The toughest shots to hit on the box numbers in terms of probability. And we got a 10. How about that? 6, 4, 10. That's going to win in the come. The DCs are going to travel behind the 10. We'll get 25 bucks. Life is wonderful, and here we go. 4, 2, 6. Easy 6. That's a point hit. We'll lose the don't pass, but we'll get 35 for the place bet. Everything going to go back to the rack for the come out. We got everything set up upstairs. We're going to put the 25 in the don't pass and roll on. Dice are out. 5, 2 on the come out. Gotta love it. Frontline winner, backline Skinner. We're going to lose the don't pass. The 2 come bets are going to pay the DC, and That's just fine by me. We'll only lose 25 on that roll. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. New point is 10. That was a 10. There we go. Looks like the dice briefly rolled there on the way back. Into the come for 25 and 30 upstairs. Dice are out. Continuing on. And we have an 8 the hard way. Good old Bert and Ernie, Ozzie and Harriet. The window roll, it's got several names. We're going to win $35. The place bet comes down, and we're going to leave 25 in the come for the next roll. Dice are out. Decision time. 5, 3, 8. That's a winner. Off and on. $25 back to the rack, and here we go. 6. First die is a 6. Second die is a 6. That's a craps. We're going to lose on the come. Got to restock for 25. Dice are out. Oh, both die are off there. I'm going to have to fix that for the next roll. We're going to have to fix it. That's a 3. I'm not quite sure what the other one is. It's a 3, so it's the national average again. We'll get $35 for that 3. For that pair of 3s. 50 goes in the DC now. Dice are out. Here we go. Looking for that next decision. It is an 8. Easy 8. 6, 2, 8. Winner in the come. 25 bucks, and we got to keep that bet in the come box for this roll. We need a second point, so to speak. 6, 4, 10. That's the point of the actual game, so that point cycle is complete. We are going to do a miss on the don't pass. We got a come bet that traveled inside the 10, and we're looking for a new point. Dice are out, and it is a 7 on the come out. 1, 6 on the come out. We lose the don't pass. We lose the 2 come bets, but the DC comes down and covers us somewhat. The beauty of this strategy, it's not a 7 out, it's a come out 7, so no change on the shooters. 6, 4, 10. We're back on the 10 for the point once again. Big Ben is back on the dot. Six in the 8. Back up, and here we go. Our setup's ready. 5, 4, 9. Nina. Come bet travels up, and we're going to put 25 back in. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. We're rolling that 10. Easy 10, going to cost us $25. The question is, can we roll it again, back to back? That would be good. We'd like to see that. The place bet should be off on the come out. I'm not taking them away. Yep, there we go. We got him. Very good. No place bets on the come out. We got 3 bets active and working. Dice are out. Here we go. It is decision time. Hard 4, 2, 2, 4 to ballerina roll. $50 in the DC. We're going to put the money back up on the 6 and 8. A little overexposed here, but we got some coverage. Yo 11, that's lovely. That's going to cost us 50 bucks. 6, 5 yo at a horrible time. We'll try it again. Dice are out. Can't see it. Stand by. 4, 1, 5. Fever. That one's going to go behind the 5, and now we're all set. We're just going to let the shooter finish out. 4, 3, 7. That didn't take long, did it? There we go. Lose the cap money, and we're going to lose a little bit here. We're going to lose 25 bucks. We're just going to lose the 25 on the one place bet. I'll tell you, folks, this strategy has all the bases covered. At least in my opinion, it does. If most of them, if not all of them, using all can get the haters to go in the comments and tell me, oh, that's not all you. All right, whatever. 6, 2, 8, easy 8, new point. It's never all of them. Whatever. All right, 628. We got a point of 8. We're going to put the place bets up and go in the come. Dice are out. 527. 0.7 out. Again, we only lose the cap money. Two shooters to go, folks. Just two more to go. And 213. Craps. That one's going to be a winner in the don't pass. Take that 25 right back to the rack. The 25 we lost on the previous roll. 639. Nina Niner. Wine and Diner. Point is now 9. And let's get set up. 25 in the come. 30 up on the 6 and 8. And we're ready to go. Dice are out. 314. That bet will go inside the 4. Now into the come box again for the next roll. 628. Easy 8. That one's going to come down and get paid $35. Place bets technically don't come down, but it's going to pay us $35 regardless, and we're going to take it down. 50 will go in the DC, and we'll try to get something going here on a DC bet. Nope, we won't. 617. 0.7. That's not a 0.7 out, but everything there on top is going to lose. We're going to lose big on that one. A little overexposure. Don't pass goes away. The 7 was poorly timed, but the dice gods do what the dice gods do. They do what they want when they want. Final shooter is up. Dice are out. Here we go. Let's see what we get. And it's in the corner. 415. To keep us alive on the final roll here. A final shooter, I should say. Maybe perhaps not the final roll, but we'll see. We got that rogue white chip from the Profits just sitting in there. Dice are out. Here we go. 6-2 easy 8. We'll get $35 for that one. The come bet's going to travel up inside the 8 here in just a second. There we go. Take that back to the rack. All of those chips. We need every one of them. Into the come for 25 for the next roll. Decision time. 628 off and on winner. $25. We're back to the decision desk. Here comes the roll. 426. We'll get the inside numbers for our two come bets and a $35 place bet win. Always nice. This is going to go back. We're going to do 50 into the DC. That bet should have gone to the 6. See, we always catch errors afterwards. This is going to be 639. I'm going to realize it here, I think, soon. Yep, I realized it, and now we're going to put it back on the come. It should have been on the 6. We catch errors, folks. We always catch them after the fact. 516. See, we would have made it. We cheated ourselves out of $25. But it is what it is. If we forget, we forget. Sometimes the dealers get caught up, and that's why you always got to keep track of your bets and make sure you draw attention when they're not taken care of. Back to back to back 6. So actually that we should have won $50 off of that 6, but what are you going to do? It's in the past. It's in the past. Dice are out. Here we go. 4 is our new point for the come. 1, 3, 4. The ace trade, easy way. And we're all set up. We're just going to let, we should be having 30 on the 6, but we're obvious. Yep. Maybe I caught it. Yep. $30 on the 6. So there we go. Always play the 6 and the 8 when they don't have any come bets on them. 538, that's a winner on the come. We're going to get $25 for that. And now we're going to place that 8 again because that's what we should do. The strategy calls for that. So dice are out. And that's a 9. We're going to get kicked off the no 9. The come bet should travel up. There we go. We got two comes. So the DC should be next. Here we go. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8. We're going to go behind the 8 now and bet against it after we got our $35 for the place bet. The place bet score. There we go. Looking for the next roll. Final shooter. Decision time is up. Here we go. Dice are in the air. It's a yo 11. 6, 5 yo. Doesn't help or hurt at this point. And what's that? That is, not quite sure what it was. It was a craps number apparently. 516. That's going to be $35 to the good. The previous roll was a craps 2, it looked like. Problem with doing voiceovers, I'm at the mercy of the speed at which I did that. 516 is going to win $35. There's a craps again, 213. The antacid roll, dice got the craps. Here we go. 415, a point hit. Our shooter's staying alive. We're going to lose the don't pass on that one. So we'll have to go back up. And place bet is 527. We didn't take the place bet off, so I think we did punish ourselves for that. So, yep, you got to take it off or tell the dealer it's not working. So it is what it is. We lose 25 bucks. The don't pass goes away. The only thing we win is the DC. And that will do it, folks. We're going to count up. I definitely, we're going to do 12 shooters. All right, that was the final shooter, but we're doing another one. Why not? 516. Easy 6 is our point. Amazing what you find when you go back through this. My apologies again, folks. I got to turn the wireless mic on in order for the wireless mic to work. That's the deal. So normally I do a test beforehand. There's a 437 rather. So that's going to clear everything, and that's the final shooter. So we'll lose the cap money, take that 25s and the 6 and 8 and pay the other ones, and the final shooter is done. We finally realized it was the final shooter. We went 2 shooters over. But it is what it is. Let's count them up. 3, 4, 5. There's 500. Another 500. 1,300. Now we got to get to 1,391, I believe. Yep, 1,391. There's our 90 and our 1. There we go. Now we got our starting bankroll taken care of, and the rest is profit. There's a black chip. All those red chips are a black chip. There's an extra $10. We like that. Every little bit helps. And we got $300. $275 there. So $385 in profit. We're back in the money. Gotta love it. Even with 2 additional shooters. We are back in the money. Life is good. I love this strategy, folks. It's one of the best. We're gonna get rolling on this strategy next week. We're gonna roll them out for 5 sessions, 50 shooters, and we're gonna see how it survives. Oh, we colored everything up here, so let's see if we can catch it. 15, 17, 75, 81. So 1781 now. Going into our next roll on Craps Marathon Weekend here at Joe Casino on Feel Like Craps. And again, folks, we would like to remind you every time you go to the casino, it is never a wise idea to bet with money that you cannot afford to lose. Until the next time, be well, stay safe, and as always, every trip to that casino, may those dice gods be forever in your favor.